Natural selection selects traits based on three mechanisms. One is stabilizing, one is directional, and the last one is disruptive. The population curve, the genetic equilibrium is shifting towards the blue side from the yellow side. So, in the real world, natural selection occurs in these three methods. Students, in order for the Hardy-weinberg principle to be effective in a population, we considered that there will be no mutation, no genetic drift, no genetic recombination, no gene flow, no natural selection. And there will be no mate preference. There will be random mating. However, in the real world, we see that there is mate preference among animals. That is why peacocks have beautiful feathers, lions have manes, okay. Elephants have tusks, so that the females of the population can select a particular male based on the desired or the valuable traits. So there is mate preference. In humans there is, but even in animals there is a mate preference. Not all males get to reproduce with all females, and not all females can select all males. Neither do they select. Okay. In birds, in higher mammals, in non-human animals even, there is a strong mate preference. So there is mate preference. So when there is mate preference, there will be other factors playing their roles as well. There will be mutations. There will be genetic drifts due to calamities and all. There will be gene flow. Populations will tend to increase or decrease in size over time. There will be hybridizations. There will be natural selection. So in the real life, how does natural selection work on different kinds of traits? Let us look into it diagrammatically. Natural selection selects traits based on three mechanisms. One is stabilizing, one is directional, and the last one is disruptive. Let us look into them one by one. What is stabilizing? Stabilizing is that selection of a particular trait or a very select few traits over all other traits, and only individuals having only those traits will survive, making the population curve narrower and narrower as we progress through time. Okay, as we progress through time, it will get narrower and narrower, and a new species will be created. The individual of a population has different kinds of variations. The population started off with so many individuals, and this is the mean value of the characters. The mean value of the characters, that is the characters that are present in almost every individual. As we progress, you see the number of individuals are getting reduced as only a few variations are getting favored and the rests are getting eliminated, and the organisms containing those unwanted variations are also getting eliminated. So only a few individuals will remain in the population with only those beneficial variations which will be centered around the mean value. Okay, so the remaining individuals will all have the desired variations. So they are getting closer to the mean value. This is a stabilizing type of population dynamics based on natural selection of different traits. Next is directional. Suppose genetic drift has occurred. Say there were two kinds of traits, one is yellow and one is blue. Due to some accident, all the yellow individuals have died off, or most of the yellow individuals have died off. Say earlier there were 100 blues and 100 yellows, but now due to some accident or some calamity, there are 90 blues and only say 10 yellows. So population overall, there were in total 200 individuals. Now in total there are only 100 individuals. So population has decreased. The population is decreased, but in this decreased population, blue individuals far exceed the yellow individuals. So in every generation, there will be more blues than yellows. In every generation, there will be more blues than yellows. So the population curve, the genetic equilibrium is shifting towards the blue side from the yellow side. It is shifting from the yellow side towards the blue side. This was the mean value. Okay, this is the mean value. That is characters common in both blue and yellow individuals. But now we are seeing individuals in the population with characteristics more akin to the blue type, rather than the yellow type. So the population is shifted towards the blue type. So this is the directional. This is the directional natural selection. Last is the disruptive. Suppose there has been a massive change in the ecosystem. Massive change in the ecosystem. Suppose the blue individuals and the yellow individuals occupied an island. Due to some reason, one part of the island has become more suitable for the blue individuals to survive, and the other part of the island have become more suitable for the yellow individuals to survive. Say this part of the island is suitable for the blue ones and this part of the island is suitable for the yellow ones. So what will happen? From the mean value, all those organisms with more blue characteristics, okay, with variations more akin to the blue type, will shift to the blue part of the island, and individuals with characteristics or traits akin to the yellow type will shift to the part of the island which allows the yellow individuals to survive better than the blue individuals. So, in a single island, in one part, we will see that all the organisms, all the members of the population are blue type, and the rest part of the island will have individuals of the population with the yellow type. So from the mean value, one peak towards the blue traits and one peak towards the yellow traits are arising, and if this continues, if this trend continues for the next 100 generations, we will get two different peaks with two new set of mean values for each trait. This is the yellow peak, this is the blue peak. there will be new variations in each population. There will be two new populations, and each new populations will have new variations. Maybe there will be a light blue variant and a dark blue variant. Similarly, there will be a light yellow variant and a golden yellow variant. And a new set of mean values will be established. Earlier, this was the mean value. Now, the population has separated from it with new mean values and new genetic equilibriums and new variants and new variations. This is disruptive natural selection. So, in the real world, natural selection occurs in these three methods, and traits are selected based on these three mechanisms. Directional occurs only when there is genetic drift. Disruptive occurs due to adaptive radiation. Okay. Directional occurs due to genetic drift. Disruptive occurs due to adaptive radiation, and stabilizing occurs in case of a population bottleneck. Because we are seeing that the population is getting narrower and narrower. Okay, just like the neck of a bottle, the population is getting narrower and narrower with a few select traits, with a few individuals with the selected or desired variations which are very close to the mean value. So, there is a population bottleneck. So, population bottleneck leads to a stabilizing type of natural selection. Genetic drift leads to the directional natural selection, and adaptive radiation leads to the disruptive natural selection. So this is how natural selection works in the real life.